Welcome back to POL. You know, excitement is in the air, fall foliage, whether you're going hiking or you're going to do some fall fishing, or maybe you're going after that trophy buck. Jonathan Kolosinski is sponsoring a story for his company, Heated Hunts. We've done stories with him in the past. He now has a new invention. So I am here with Jonathan Kolosinski from Heated Hunts. Jonathan, how's your business?
Life is good. We're working hard, family's growing, everything's really positive. It's great to see you again.
It is. Now, the first time that we got together was 2018 when you showed Northeastern and Central Pennsylvania your product. Do you remember that trip?
That's really amazing to actually think it was actually that long ago. But yeah, I mean, I remember it. It doesn't feel like it was that long ago.
So Heated Hunts was a company built from a passion of hunting. And the problem that we're solving is we're increasing the performance of scent. So what we built here was a heated scent dispenser. We probably make these in Scranton, Pennsylvania. You got 4 batteries down below. You turn it on with the switch. Once you turn it on, the light lights up. That's how you know you're heating. You can pour scent inside, and the heater's right in the wicks. So you can just spray that wicks or pour the scent inside, and then you can hang it up. But say you put it on a log or out in the field, you're able to do something like this here. It stays open. But the whole intention is that by heating the wick up to the same temperature of live game, it's increasing the performance of the scent. It's making the scent travel further, smell stronger, especially when you hunt when it's cold out. It stops them from freezing up. But by heating to that temperature of a deer, that's mimicking the wild, and it's definitely increasing that performance. But that's why it works so well, and customers are so happy with our product.
Illegal forever, but just recently passed and approved, right? You had a hand in that, didn't you?
Yeah, that was a big lift for the company. It was a big self-challenge for me, is how do you work the government system to really go ahead and, and push your idea forward and quantify that why Pennsylvania should be able to use this product. And it was going down to the Game Commission, doing presentations down there, getting in contact with the governor's office, local representatives. It was no one step in the batter's box. It was a long period of time, and it was an uphill battle. Small company pushing for a big change, and I was able to bring it over the finish line. We originally started off with orange. For me, it was always a marker. 20 yards, 30 yards. You know exactly where your game is at. And then I felt like 25% of the people saying, "Hey, I wish you had a green one." And I said, okay, I'll do a small run for some green. We get these ran down at Northeastern Plastics down by Scranton Prep and Scranton. Yeah. And so we had a small run done. And right now it seems like it's like 50-50 down the middle. Is that half of the hunters, they're saying, yep, they like the marker idea that I use. And then the other half, it's full stealth. The deer don't see these colors.
Right.
But you're able to go in there and no one knows your spot. You're able to stay hidden.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why we have the 2 colors. We're one of the only ones that really do curiosity scents, which is really targeted for early season. Like right now, we're in the middle of October, before the rut hits in PA and other states. What this is a synthetic blend. We do what's called Bucktail and Dotella. They're both just synthetic urine blends, and we add a curiosity comfort sense blends into it. And it really works well in early season.
So now we have over 30 different scents, some being natural, some being synthetic, ranging from coyote to elk to all different types of whitetail for the different seasons. So we have a scent playbook for whitetail on our website that really educates the hunter when to use which scent, so it works the best for them out in the field.
And this is your season, so you must be excited not only professionally but personally.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more excited this year specifically. It's my 2 oldest daughters. They're really getting involved. I put a camera out with them this year, and well, a bunch, but they're really excited because they're one camera, they're getting buck on it, and they can't wait.
That's awesome. So, revolutionized scent delivery by hanging a rope. Tell me about that.
Yeah, let's look at it really quick. So this was, last year we met on this, right?
Yep.
So we call it a rigid mock scrape rope. It allows you to hang it up, and it has a rigid core through it, and being that it's hemp, it has a really good odor, and then when you apply the scent on it, it sits out there, it doesn't decompose, it doesn't rot, and as you guys know, you can leave them out there. Yours are still out from last year, still getting deer on it.
Yep, and you have video of deer on this rope time after time.
Oh, we have over like 100 videos. You go to Heated Hunts on our Facebook or on our Instagram or even our website, you can see a bunch of videos associated with deer just engaging on this product.
Okay, so you always challenge yourself to come up with something new. You have a new product.
Everybody wants something new. They want something else.
A new gizmo, gadget, whatever, right?
And we've got to stay in the lines of what makes sense, what is practical.
Right.
So the rope was, you could hang it in a destination near your stand. But you're hunting the hardwoods, you're hunting the field, and one of my employees was like, Jonathan, I have this great idea. And I said, well, it makes sense. Let's take our rope, and let's make sure we can apply it in a field application
or in
the middle of the woods. So the whole idea is you can actually stick it in the ground anywhere that you could, right? And then we leave the top that if you have to tap it with a rock or something to get it in the ground. But we've been testing it with it this year. It's the same product, just a different way to mount it. And we just sent you some great footage that you can see. That obviously it's, you know, we're not even in the hunting season yet, but we're seeing the product work now.
Right, so you're telling me too, your kids are ready to start hunting. Putting something out like this, like you did with your 2 daughters, that day was pretty exciting for them, and especially later on that night. Tell me about that.
I think it was more exciting for me to see them excited. So here's the story. We took them out, it was like mid-afternoon. We set it up, and I said, girls, let's go ahead. And it was ironic, we got the camera out, and I said, let's go get you some pictures of spraying. Maybe we'll put you on the website, something like that, or, you know, because they love that stuff, right? So they're taking their pictures, and then I check the camera, and it's taking pictures of us, of me taking pictures of them.
Oh, awesome.
And so it was cool.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, you know, after dinner, we're sitting around, and my phone's pinging, and I go, girls, come here, come look. And they're going, oh my goodness, look at the deer coming, look at the deer coming.
Oh, no kidding.
So it was literally only a few hours. It was something like 4 doe and 2 buck. And they were just ecstatic. They can't wait for the opening season.
I'll bet they can. So you got that product. What do you put on that? Tell me about
so
that.
to really break it down, we zeroed in what we consider the best attractant for that rope.
Okay.
So we call it rope sauce. The name just fits what it's used for, right?
Of course.
And you can use this as an all-season attractant. Like we're saying, we're getting the results right now.
Okay.
And as you can see, it was different scents that we've been tweaking right over the years. So this is what this is packaged for. And then you could kick it up. So specifically the buck. So we have brute buck, we have buck musk, we have natural, synthetic.
Right.
It's basically the hunter's choice. You know, if the synthetic doesn't break down, the aroma sits out there longer. The real natural scent is a real natural deer, but it does break down and it would need more refreshing. But because it's on the hemp rope, it doesn't break down in a negative way, like if it was just like a cotton or nylon or something on the lines of that, that actually gives off weird aromas.
Okay. So I'm going to challenge you then. If I take this and I put this out in the field where I'm hunting, what would I put on there first?
I would start off early season with the rope sauce.
Okay.
And then say it's like in the middle of the rut, I would do the rope sauce with a little bit of the buck enhancer.
You throw it on there on top?
Right on top. And you could soak the top, and you can also spray the overall center section too.
All right, so people want to learn more about your products. They want to see when you suggest to put things out. What's the best way to do that?
2 ways. Check our social medias, and that way you can definitely go on our website to get more information and actually purchase the products.
That's cool. Well,
made here in Pennsylvania.
Good luck this season, and good luck to your kids.
Thank you. Appreciate it, everybody.
So, you got a buck hitting it already. I'm telling you, Jonathan, that product is going to take off. Good luck. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.